Hello, this is Carolyn from Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and today I'm working on 3 little hearts to go along with my February love theme of my projects. And I ordered these wooden hearts from Amazon, and at the widest part they are almost 4 inches, and they are about 4 by 4. And what I've done already is I'm going to use the same paper collection that I used on my previous video from Shabby Art Boutique, the Rose Cottage Tearooms Collection. And I just selected some background papers to glue onto the hearts, and then I'll decorate each heart. And the way I did that was just put the paper underneath and trace around the heart and cut it out. I also marked where the little hole is, and I won't be able to punch a heart-shaped hole, but I'm just going to use my awl and poke a hole through there to put a ribbon on it to hang. This will be just like a little ornament or a tag to go on a gift, or it could even be a gift. So I've done these 3, picked out these 3 patterns. And I'm going to go and glue them on, poke my hole, ink around the edges, sand and ink around the edges, and then I'll be back to decorate. Be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and I have glued the hearts onto the wood with Fabri-Tac. And I made sure that I got them on there as straight as possible with not much hanging over the edge. And then I took my sanding block and went around the edge like this to scrape off any extra that was hanging over. And then I inked around the edges with Vintage Photo. I have planned out each heart, and I have the elements up here. So I'm gonna get my glue gun heated up here. I have a cordless, and so if I don't use it for a minute, it goes off and I have to get it to heat back up again. But we don't mind waiting a few minutes. I plan to put this at the top. This is recycled silk, and I think this color is really pretty. I probably will tie a bow at the top. And then if you want to hang it or put it on a gift, it can be untied and tied on the gift. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's start with this one here. And what I did, in order to pick out the background, I picked out what I wanted on the heart to start with and kind of laid it on there. Figured out where I wanted it and how I wanted it to look, and then I picked out the background that I thought went with it the best. So it's a process of going through your little fussy cuts. I didn't cut out all the whole kit, I just cut out what I wanted to use. And so on this one I'm going to have this little stack of teacups, and there were 4 teacups. I had to cut it down, and this is the rim on the top one. I just cut it out to glue in there. This little piece here I got as a gift through a swap that I had, and what she's done is just punched out a circle. It's a let's see, 1.5 inch circle out of a patterned cardstock, and then glued on her little flowers. It's inked around the edges too. So that's going to go on here, and I selected the Earl Grey for my words, and then I have another little flower that goes on here too. So, oh, and I'm putting cheesecloth underneath everything. So the first thing I'll do is get this cheesecloth glued down, and I'm gonna use this glue. This is Barely Art glue, which I use almost everything. And I didn't get it ready, so you'll have to bear with me. I gotta get it going. Okay. And I usually just put down a little glue and then just kind of bunch it up. I've already cut it out and scrunched it and stretched it and stuff. And so it's just going to go right here in the middle. And then these teacups, I have to put them down far enough that I have room for that little piece to go at the top. So they'll go on next, and I'm going to use my glue gun for that. When you're doing something like this, it doesn't need to be glued down totally to the edges and all that. It's just a little decoration that you're making. So I'm going to put that right down here. And then I've got this little tiny piece that goes at the top to finish out the rim of this cup. And figure out how I need it to go. Okay, here we go. I had to scooch it down there a little bit because I was covering up my hole. There we go. There's our teacups. And this is going to go up here on the corner like this. So I'll just have to glue part of it down. I know you can't see me doing the glue, but that's okay. And so that goes up there. And then I have this bird that I'm putting down here on the teacup, and I'm going to mount it on the puffy foam squares. That'll give it a little dimension. Just put those on and peel off the back, which I always have trouble doing. In fact, I saw someone using a little tool and I ordered it, but it's not in here in the craft room yet. It's a little flat piece that just slides under there. I hope it works for me. Okay, there's our little bird. And then I wanted this flower to be down here on the edge of the teacup. And then the Earl Grey, it's a type of tea, will go right up here. Okay, so unless I want to add some ribbon or something on this, and I'll decide that later, this one is finished. And I will tie it at the top later. So pretty. Okay, our next one is this one. And I chose the teapot to go on it, but I wanted to add a ruffle at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. I need my little fingers. These are silicone, and I can use these. I'm sorry, I know I was out of frame there. I can use these to touch the glue, and it doesn't hurt my fingers. And I just want to scoop this in and make a ruffle. We've had some crazy weather here in Kentucky. We had flooding rain on Saturday night, and Sunday morning, the temperature started to plummet, and it snowed on top of that. There actually were some people killed in, I think, eastern Kentucky from the flooding. And it's been kind of a bad time. I mean, everything that rained, all I have a pond in my front yard. Not supposed to have a pond, but I do have a pond. And so my yard is just flooded, and then it's freezing over. And I have a big dog that I have to take out to do his thing, and it's been a real challenge. A lot of the churches were canceled today for the safety of all of us. And so I hope nothing, oh, there were tornado warnings. Everything happened all at once. But I was lucky. I live on the river, and the river's flooded, but it's way down below me. And I have a little bit of water in the basement, and that water out in the front and side yards, but no other damage of any kind, so I can't complain. I did stay home from church today and watched on Facebook. This is another one of those little circles that the lady made for me. I put it on here. And I have another flower that I want to add. These almost look like little ceramic flowers, but they're paper. And I'm just going to put it right next to this one that she has on here. Okay, so that one's done. I did not paint the backs. I could have. If you were going to give this to someone, you could write a message on paper and glue it on there. It might be nice on a tag, on a gift. I haven't decorated bags lately. I need to get back to doing that. They are so pretty. Okay, we've got one more to go. And on this one, I chose the bluebird in the teacup. And the words cup of tea, and my little porcelain flowers with a couple leaves. And then this is going to be like a tablecloth. This is some hand-dyed lace that a friend made for me. So I'm going to put the little tablecloth on there first. Ouch. And the bluebird and the teacup. And up here in this corner, I'm going to put the flower. And a couple of leaves tucked in underneath. These little flowers came from Hobby Lobby, and they have the little leaves in with the package. And then cup of tea, but I think I need a piece of lace under that. Let me get my lace. Okay. Now, I can come back with pearls, which I could do right now. I've got some pearls that I could put on there if they're handy. Let's see. These have sticky on the back. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But if I can get this to peel off. Yep. I'll put that right under a cup of tea. I can do the same thing on this one under Good Day. And this one, I don't think it needs anything. Does it? Okay, so there they are. And all I'm going to do now is I'll cut a piece of this and see if we can get it to feed through there. This is recycled silk, and I've had this forever, but I got it from a shop on Etsy. And all I want to do is feed that through there. And I'm just going to tie a bow, I think. Or maybe I'll let it come up like that and tie a bow. I'm just going to go ahead and tie a bow. That way it can be untied and hung like an ornament, or it can be tied on a package, or this can be clipped on something. I have the little tiny white clothespins. Adorable. So I hope you are having a good day. I always feel guilty when I stay home from church. I sing in the choir, and they didn't sing today, and most people did not go. Some churches called off services, so I just decided to stay home. And I really wish I'd gone because I felt bad. But I did get to participate in worship by watching on Facebook and by kind of singing along with the hymns. And let's see, there we go. There's that one. I let Valentine's Day slip up on me. So this all was supposed to be done before Valentine's Day, but it doesn't matter. These things are beautiful. They're tea related, so they're good for any time of year, and really particularly in the spring that's coming up. So they'll be good to have on hand, and I can use them to decorate with in the meantime. I have a couple of other heart projects that I think I'm going to go ahead and do, even though they are Valentine's really, but they're beautiful. And they're just a cut them out, put them together kind of thing, and that I will add to. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Aren't these precious? And I'll put these with the other three things that I've made. And I have those on the mantle in my bedroom. And I may bring some little teacups in, and I'll do that, and I'll put a picture of my little display on my mantle at the end of this video. So I'll be back before you know it. I hope you have a good day and enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon.